Good morning, everybody. Giving a slight update. I found something with this truck that's pretty cool. I had it serviced this last time, and I noticed the fuel filter hadn't even got fuel in the bottom of the bowl. It was cranking and running fine. And I asked the mechanic, because I told him to use Mack filters. He said the Mack filter allows a little bit larger microns. So that may be the secret to why you can get almost 30,000 miles, before a fuel filter starts clogging up. And like I said, some of those Cummins guys, that runs Cummins, they say that they can't go 10,000 miles without changing the fuel filter. So that may be something to think of, because every time you got to change the fuel filter, that's time away from you and time from running. So I'm just amazed at that. It doesn't fill up the fuel filter so fast. The one with the bowl on the side. I got 3,000 miles on it. It's just starting to show fuel. I got 3,000 miles on the service, and it's just starting to show fuel in the bowl. Shout out to the guy I met yesterday at Tank Wash in Augusta, Georgia. He said he's seen my videos, and he complimented. He said the truck looked better in person than it do on the video. I thank him for that. I didn't catch his name. But today I'm gonna be running up in some mountains. Well, pretty much mountains all the way. Going to Kingsport, Tennessee. A little short run, but it'll pays pretty good. But I've noticed that brakes on this truck hadn't really wore down any, which I'm not rough on brakes. Some people, they hard on brakes. Me, I use my trailer brakes to exit on the exit ramp. I use my trailer brakes a lot, but up in the mountains I use them. It just saves on me having to change brakes. I can get a year out of a set of brakes, or longer, where some guys, I probably get more than a year, 2 years out of a set of brakes. But some guys, they wear them out a lot because they don't use the trailer brakes like they should. If I'm slowing down for an off ramp or something of that nature, I use trailer brakes. In the mountains, try to regulate my trailer brakes unless I know I'm finna get some heat, and then I'll touch the pedal a little bit to get it slowed down. But the truck's been running awesome. Try to keep it clean. It was filthy yesterday, and I'm gonna go try to make this money. But I just want to tell you guys about that fuel filter. These trucks don't use fuel filters like I hear a lot of other guys complaining. So I think that's another plus for the truck. Truck's got 63,000 miles on it, and to be totally honest, it's steady picking up power. And I know I say that a lot, but this truck pulls. To say it's not geared for pulling. Some guys got 355s or 4.9 gears in their rear end. This truck's got 308s. But see, I know from my experience, as long as you got a transmission with a good set of gears, which means 12-speed transmission, your transmission is your gears. You set your truck up for fuel economy, which is the final gear drive in the rear ends. And as long as you got a 10-speed or higher transmission, you could pull just about any way, any mountain or hill, because the transmission is what does the work as far as gearing the truck so it'll pull a grade. So don't get so hung up on these tall gears, 355, 336s, 366 gears. You gear your truck for fuel economy, and the transmission will handle any grade. If you got to drop a gear, 1, 2, or 3, it'll pull, because that's what the transmission does. It takes the load off the engine. So when you're setting up your truck and you want good fuel economy, and believe it or not, Armando talked me into getting a 308 gear, because I was going to get a 323 gear. And he said, well, what speeds you gonna be running? And I said, well, I'll probably be running about 70 to 74. He said, well, you need to put a 308 in to get better fuel economy. So thanks Armando for that, because that gear works perfect. Transmission take care of any kind of loads or pulls. And that's all. Y'all be safe out there. Let me head on to Tennessee.